What's good, everybody? It's your boy J7X4. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. Why don't you guys tell me in the comments how's your day been going? Like, legit, tell me. But anyway, I thought I'd take this video to talk about the anime YouTube journey as of right now, because it's about 202 or so plus 200 plus of y'all already, which I called it that we will make it to 200 before the year ends, which thank you very much. And I really just want to get some thoughts out about maybe if I inspired people to maybe make anime YouTube channels and try to basically do what I do, or do what your favorite anime YouTuber does, or any YouTuber really, and just kind of give you my thoughts on the journey so far, since we're 1 year in, couple months in. So I thought I'd just give you my kind of my thoughts in the process and how it is so far, because I feel like before I want more people to be inspired to try to make anime YouTube channels of their own. I kind of want to get my thoughts on it and just how it is, and the challenges you might have to go through when making said channels. So keep in mind as well that not everybody's situation is the same, for the reason why we started to do these type of channels, because you could be pretty okay and you don't have any financial issues or anything like that, unlike someone like me who is taking a big risk trying to do this and literally trying to make it through it and hopefully make it soon on a limited time. So just keep that in mind. Now, as far as anime YouTube, making videos and stuff like that, it's fun, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be doing it, I wouldn't have done it for a year if it wasn't fun, if I didn't find any sort of enjoyment out of it. Because I do like the thought of me being able to express my ideas and really trying to show you guys that, hey, maybe this guy is wrong on it, but I'm right on this. And you know, it's fun. And there's a lot of things to be had here, like the Rate the Waifu series I've done, the MILF Hunters, the few ones that I've done, the Versus series I've done, and just the random talks around and random joking around on different videos that I've done that I absolutely just enjoyed. You know, like I said, again, it's really fun. It's a fun experience that I wish more people would do instead of just wasting time not doing anything. It's really fun. It don't have to be anime YouTube specifically, but you can just do whatever you like to. I guarantee you have some kind of fun experience with it. Also, another thing that makes this job a real hassle for me is that no one knows in real life I'm an anime YouTuber. Well, except for a handful of people, but no one really knows that I'm an anime YouTuber, not even my parents. So it's a very hard life to live right now, because it's all double life and all mixed up standards and all that. And then even if I go to a convention, an anime convention, I would also have to wear a disguise, especially if I ever get the chance to go to Anime Expo or get invited to go. Definitely gonna have to be wearing a disguise and live a triple life. So it's not easy. I had to live my normal self, then I had to live my YouTuber self, then I also had to live, for now hopefully, and then I had to live the J7X4 life, where I'm just cosplaying as myself, but not the normal self that I usually would be. And it's not too different from what I am now, but it's less of this. But yeah, that's probably another thing too. And also, one other thing too that I guess that probably would steer people away is because it sounds because real talk, if anybody will look at this channel for more than 3 seconds, they'll probably assume I'm a misogynist as well, with how many times I keep talking about big titties and big ass and all that when it comes to anime women. I don't know, just no. When it comes to real people, no, absolutely not. You gotta, there's a thick boundary that you have to avoid and not include. There's a very thick boundary you have to not say when it comes to real people, okay? Anime don't matter. It's all fiction. No one cares. You can't do anything with, you can't harm them. Real life, of course, don't ever say anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. For the fact that I'm trying to build this channel solely what sounds straight up misogyny, what straight up sounds like misogyny when it's really not, and only conveyed to an anime way, it's kind of hard, which a lot of people would probably deter from checking out this channel, to be honest. and I understand that, but I guarantee you it is not misogyny at all. It's only to anime, not to real people. I would never do that to a real person. But yeah, that's probably another big reason why this channel is probably suffering and doing like a really slow build up for a long time too, because of those reasons alone. The editing is a bit tedious though for me, because again, I edit with sprites, and to give you a little bit of a clarification of what I'm dealing with, sometimes when I'm using Power Director, I just gather a bunch of pictures of one particular character, go back, and then put them in place, go back, then grab like one or two more pictures, go back, put them in place, and then go back into the gallery again. And it's a tedious process, to be honest. But and that's why there's like extended GIFs that play during a time, because I'm just like, okay, I don't want to overdo dang, and if I don't want to overdo what all this talking and just have you listen to boring commentary with nothing interesting on the screen going on. So that's why I kind of just throw in GIFs. Plus it won't give me copyright strike at all, or copyright claim, or however YouTube works. So that's why I throw GIFs and stuff in there as well, and just kind of have it play over in loop until I'm like, okay, let's go back and edit this in, because I think I can edit it into something funny, or just go back into like normal dialogue so I can just have something else to say and convey some more emotion. That's pretty much why the dang sprites are there, and that's why you now know why GIFs play so long. One big thing about all of this really that I've now just starting to realize, and I should have seen this coming, but the reason why the channel is probably blowing up so slowly like it is because, one, I like the funds to do so, which I'm not going to get too deep in that, but advertising yourself is very important if you want to get somewhere. I actually talked to Otaku Daikun before, and he gave me some advice on it, saying that he had advertised his channel before, and that's how he got so like big in stuff when it comes to his content, which is great, good for him. And really just going out there, just starting meeting people and talking to people, but sometimes even that doesn't really do anything. So it's like, damn, what do I do? And then there's also, you gotta realize, there are plenty of other anime YouTubers that exist on this platform. Like, a lot of people came from like 2011 era, or even earlier, or the 2014 era, or even earlier than you'd probably have right now. And so when you're looking at channels like that, of course people are gonna look at those channels and be like, oh yeah, amazing. But then as soon as you flip it to another anime YouTuber that's trying to do what they're doing, it becomes a bit of a hassle, and they're just like, oh, that's kind of boring. We already seen the anime man did this. We already seen Connor did this. We already seen so many other people do this. Like, we don't need, like, I don't care for your content. And that's kind of the thing. A lot of channels that try to strive to be in this one genre or try to be in another genre ends up falling into that bad pit of just being repeated content, which really, when it comes to being like a young anime YouTuber like me, you would have to like start throwing stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. My channel is full of times where it doesn't, but there's a good amount of times where it does work as well. So really, it's about being original and trying to do what you can. But there's so many other people that you have to fight up against, because they already know them and they've seen their content. So when time that you do something kind of like that of what they done, they're gonna be like, oh, you're just copying off of this guy or this girl and whoever. And so it's a very hard, difficult strive for you to go against. Like, because sometimes people do anime content for meme's sake. Sometimes they just do it to cover manga, or other times they just cover things that's like underrated in their genre and what they like. So there's a lot of already used ideas that's out there that big name people have already used, and it's very hard for people to, like us, to go up against. Even myself as well, I'm trying to stay original and try to throw everything at the wall to make sure and see what sticks, because it's just hard. It really is. Like, my channel is not original either, to a certain extent, because people have used Danganronpa sprites in videos before. Mainly they use them for memes. However, again, as I stated in the lore video, I believe I'm the first, if not the only channel that's trying to build a channel. I'm the only type of person that build a channel with Danganronpa sprites in every video conveying emotion instead of just an actual person like doing whatever. That's the only difference. That's pretty original, and we just talk about whatever I feel like that needs to be discussed while we're doing this anime YouTube thing. That's the big reason. I hope that's why people come in and see the content. However, I do feel like a lot of people will be just like, oh, this is a Danganronpa YouTuber, even though, because you only look from the thumbnails of the videos, you only look at that and just like, oh, straight up Danganronpa YouTuber. When I'm not really a Danganronpa YouTuber, I'm just more of an average anime YouTuber than I am Danganronpa. The only reason, again, why I use Danganronpa is because that's the only way I can convey emotion to you guys. Because I don't have a camera, I don't have money for that, so really, it's just kind of difficult to get people out of that, oh, he's not a Danganronpa YouTuber mindset, to like, he's just an average anime YouTuber that just covers pretty much anything he wants to. Like, if you want to call me a Danganronpa YouTuber, that's fine, but that's really not what I am. Really, on this YouTube journey so far, it's about fighting for recognition and fighting against repetition. Because so many people are anime YouTubers, so many people have done some of the similar stuff that you coming on now is doing, and it's very hard to break out of. And it's so hard, and I really do mean it is very hard to get people to watch your content and to trust you and get that and win over recognition. It is so hard, and trust me, every day I'm on Twitter, I am fighting for recognition. Every day. I try. And then there's just times where you just feel so frustrated and you want to give up, and then all this hard work and hours of videos that you put into sucks ass because you ain't getting the recognition that you really want. Like, if you're really serious about doing this like I am, you would really want people to see your content. You really want to see how things would hold up with other people. But no one's giving you that chance, and it's such a kick in the absolute dick that it's not working out. So I have my days, and I have days where it feels like that and I just want to give up on everything, but I know I can't because, one, the situation I'm in, and two, I have to keep going. If I fail here, then I can't do anything. That's just how it is. So even when it's pushing you down to your hardest level, you gotta keep going. And this road is definitely not easy. A lot of people have short attention spans to not watch anybody else's content unless it's like very entertaining or you have to do something stupid to get over, which is ridiculous, and I don't see why that's a thing, but that's just how people work and how people operate. So really, in all this, if you want to be an anime YouTuber, you gotta be ready for the struggle that comes with it. And also, one other thing too, if you're very like sensitive to words or anything that may push you to have really bad thoughts about yourself as well, maybe YouTube is not the best thing for you, or online celebrity type beat is the best thing for you. It's not, because we've seen a lot of people that has like done horrible things to themselves because they couldn't handle the words of what other people said or anything like that. When I see stories like that, I'm just like, maybe you shouldn't have just done any of this, because not everybody can handle the horrible things people say. So really make sure, one, you should have a strong heart that you can handle words and that you don't care what anybody says. Like, genuinely do not care what anyone says. And number two, get ready for the struggle that comes with not getting recognized. And three, you have to be original. That is the three key things right now that I feel that I'm trying to do and trying to keep upholding, even though recognition is probably the biggest hassle I have to deal with right now, because it's just not easy. It's really not, and there's no real way to like beat this except keep going. There is no real way to beat this, and let's just pray that you get lucky, that you be able to become a successful anime YouTuber, or whatever type of anime or whatever type of YouTuber that you decide to be. So that is my journey so far into this list. Hopefully this doesn't turn into like a sob story for myself, because I didn't want to do that. But if you did learn anything out of this, and if this did discourage you, I'm sorry. But if it did try to give you kind of some type of insight on how this YouTube journey kind of works from my perspective, then hopefully this helps you in some shape or form. I don't know if this will work for everybody, but this entire situation works for everybody, and everybody will get something out of it. But it's just how it is, because recognition, and really just recognition, is the most hardest thing to get over with people, because people do not trust other people for nothing. Like getting into big anime YouTubers groups and groups of friends and stuff like that, very hard to do. Even if you're a fan, and even if you're genuine, and if you want to get with those big people that's way above you, chances are you probably won't get into that group, because they already have their select group of friends that they will chill with, and just adding you in will probably be too much of a hassle for them, even though you're being genuine and you're really nice. It's really difficult. It just really is. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Hopefully you did learn something out of this. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe. Let me know. Does anybody want to try anime YouTube? Does anybody want to be some type of YouTuber or anything like that, or a streamer or whatever? Let me know in the comments below. Also, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. You can also follow me on Twitter, and you can also donate to the channel via Cash App below. All the links are in the description as well. And until then, this be your boy Jay, sign off. Have a blessed day.